from NRG Stadium in Houston. Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure, and they will start at the 40. Mostert. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Mostert, the ball.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mostert. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Mostert, toss left side. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
taking the give. Darnold. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That's good. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Here's Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the run. They're running, man. 57's the mic.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Take over first down.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Benardrick McKinney leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
3rd down.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. This is Mostert. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll drop the throw.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
The 20. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They give him a gain of 38. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Here's Mostert. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
At the Texans' 10-yard line.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping.
24-yard attempt.
And Gold is able to put it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
Texans.
So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he? He's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss. Gets his confidence back up, and who knows, they may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
At the 40-yard line.
First down carry here for Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Texans nothing.
Second and 12, operating from the 39.
Let's get off the field. 57, Mike, 57. Bandit. 57's the Mike, watch 57. Yo.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 37-yard line.
let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Devontae Freeman. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They hand it off to Mostert. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And it's caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Niners 10, Texans nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Terrific running there to start the drive, as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the ground, this is Johnson. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Johnson. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Darnold completes it. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And some room to work. Past the 20. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 8. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Darnold. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Niners 10, Texans 7. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here's Richie James on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now Brown. Yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
42-yard line.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
David Johnson.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it with Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Darnold. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Good job over there, baby.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running from the gun, Johnson. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This from 42 yards out. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run the draw with Mostert. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Down San Francisco.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Ball carrier.
And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
Gain of 8
As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
San Francisco.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for George Kittle. Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Brandon Ayuk.
In the final seconds of the 1st half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Niners 17. Texans 10. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
Here comes Cobb. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Now Gold for the extra point.
Point after.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
Here comes Cobb. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Here comes Cobb.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here. At the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Look for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
50 seconds to mine. 50 seconds to mine.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
and you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here's James.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Stays on his feet. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Pick up at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big-time play there for the Texans. 63 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
This is caught, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jordan Akins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. You had to.
And that will tie our game here in the third quarter.
That ties the game 24-24. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Running on 1st down is Mostert, but he can only manage a yard, and that's about it before he's tackled.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. So that'll back him up 5.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They go play action here on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jared Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Texans 31, 49ers 24. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. Now Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
This is Mostert. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Accelerating, and off he goes. 20, 10, 5, and that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
And to give this time to the tailback. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds. Here we go.
Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter.
31-31. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Here comes Cobb. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Running the counter with Mostert.
And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
The ball carrier.
4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here's a toss play right to Mostert.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And this is going to be intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll set up to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now left side on the swing pass. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll be taken down at the 26. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So that one will be accepted. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into him after the kick went away.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Cobb. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 34. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. He'll drop to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And to give this time to the tailback.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On the play. Brings up 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. With it is Brown. He takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year.
Today's final score, Niners 38.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the 49ers, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Houston, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from me. Claim you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again just a little. Niggas ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did you let it go miss? How she was magic, she mixed it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? pain to a guy that's mad. Said, what's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I? I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. I hit that. Okay. Then I hit that. Cause I ain't like it nothing. Then I hit that. Okay. Then I hit that. Yeah. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. Then I hit that. Okay. Then I hit that. Cause I ain't like it nothing. Then I hit that. Okay. Then I hit that. Head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had two necks. I got homies that can sleep without two. I got homies that can sleep without. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip,
Little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk.